Hi guys. Hi from Miami on this Monday where it's raining and gross outside. I hope you guys are having a good day. I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about discrimination in the workplace, especially since what's happening in the world. I believe a lot of people could benefit from it. So, just so you know, it's illegal to discriminate based on race, religion, national origin, color, sex, pregnancy or not pregnancy, or if you're a mom or you have kids, or a disability or age. All of those things are illegal for you. It's illegal to discriminate against people for those things. That's based on Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that states that, or it made it unlawful to discriminate based on those factors that I just said. You cannot discriminate based on hiring, firing, referring, for anything that you would do in the employment sector. You cannot discriminate. Um, it's enforced by the EEOC, which is the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and they are the ones who pass down the penalties, hear all the cases for complaints. The difference between discrimination and harassment is that harassment is a form of discrimination, and that's basically when you have an unwanted behavior being forced upon you by either a coworker or a client or someone, a manager, someone who's in the employment situation with you. You can't discriminate. You can't discriminate against someone based on pregnancy. That's from the Pregnancy Discrimination Act of 1978. You want to make sure that you're not discriminating based on disabilities either, or whether or not you think somebody can do a job. You can't make any kind of hiring decisions based on stereotypes. All of these things can be brought to the EEOC as complaints, and then you'll be in trouble. So the EEOC said in 2018 that most of their complaints were actually about retaliation for people coming to them and saying that they were being harassed in some form. So retaliation is a form of harassment. I want to just give you some examples of some employment discrimination. If you're excluding potential employees during a recruitment, if you're suggest that you prefer suggested candidates based on their sex or their race, all of those things are illegal. You have to pay all your employees the same if they have the same skills in the same position. So that could be a problem. Denying or disrupting the use of company facilities because of whatever of those factors, sex, age, disabilities, all of those things. So you want to make sure that you're not doing any of that. Age discrimination is like you won't hire somebody because you think they're too old or you think they're too young for the job. Gender discrimination. You won't hire a man to do what you consider to be a woman's job. Let's say be the office manager or be a secretary or whatever. I've had bosses like that who have said that to my face, that they only want to hire women for the housekeeping position and they only want to hire women for the office management position. And I would have to pass up different resumes because it was a guy who was applying, which is illegal. But, if you're not willing to be a whistleblower to lose your job, then, what do? It's really hard to make those decisions sometimes. And sometimes you're not in a position where you could say anything because the only person above you is the CEO. So sometimes that happens. But pregnancy-based discrimination is pretty bad too. So you get pregnant and then they want to fire you, or they don't want to hire women because there's a possibility they're going to get pregnant. That's a problem. If you have a hostile work environment due to any of these factors, that's also unlawful and it's discrimination. You just want to make sure if any of these things are happening, if you have an HR department, you need to reach out to them and let them know. Most companies should have a policy in place in order to deal with that. The difficulty really comes with if you work in a company where the only person above you is the owner of the company or the CEO and they're facilitating the harassment. It's really up to you if you decide whether or not you want to come after them or file a complaint with the EEOC. But if you don't ever say anything, then it'll never get better. So, I mean, maybe I mean, I don't want to tell you to go out on a limb if you don't want to, but just always think that you have the option of doing that, and there are lawsuits in place or people that can help you if you end up being retaliated against. That is 51.9% of the complaints that the EEOC receives are retaliation. So it's definitely alive and well, and I could see where it'd be scary, but you want to make sure that you're complying to everything because it'll come back to you, especially if you're the office manager or the HR manager. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.